horses. You want to see a horse, you want to be a horse. You want to do as a horse does. Okay, do as a horse does. The Silverhead Western story. Okay? Do as a horse does. The Silverhead Western story. Silverhead 2, the Western. Wait, I'm just ripping off Beyonce. Okay, so anyway, there was a horse. I got horses on the mind. I got horses on the brain. Your daily affirmation today is do as a horse does, which is sleep standing up, or barring that, you could sleep sitting up in a stool as you were a Puritan. I don't wish. You know what? No, discipline. That's right. Discipline is the daily affirmation of the day. Do as a horse, do as a disciplined horse does. Okay? That's like when I was on that movie and the horses wanted to act every time they heard action. Okay? So they had to come up with a code word, okay, so that the horses wouldn't go, huh? I'm acting. Okay? And so on the radio, it was always a secret code word. I don't remember what that code word is now, which is a good thing, because if I knew what that code word is now, I'd have the key to the horse's intellect. Okay, so your daily affirmation is do as a horse does, a disciplined horse. Do as a disciplined horse does. But not like a Lipizzan stallion, because you don't need a hot poker in your ass. Okay, so do as a horse does, trained in an ethical and humane way, not a Lipizzan stallion. Okay, you don't deserve that, and neither do they. Who wants a hot? Well, okay, maybe. Okay, you know what? Maybe on some level, I want a hot poker, also. But you know, well, now I'm just embarrassed. Why should I be embarrassed? I mean, everyone's got kinks. Okay, so anyway, your daily affirmation is that be as a horse, disciplined horse does. People have born dentists, and other people have dentists thrust upon them in the Wild West, in the Western days. Okay, it's the Silverhead Western. Okay, in the dental dam. Okay, the coconut oil, pulling with coconut oil. Where did you get these coconuts? I'll tell you where I got these coconuts. Okay, there's an oasis in the middle of the Arizona desert. Okay, there's an oasis. Okay, it's Ponce de Leon, man. Those Spanish, they really messed stuff up while tromping around. Okay, so what happened? Okay, there's an oasis in the middle of the desert. Who wants that oasis? I can't let anyone get there because then they're going to take all my coconuts. And I was like, well, wait a minute. What kind of dentist am I? Am I completely dependent on just one tool? I don't want to be dependent on just one tool and think about that single tool every day of my life. And like if I lost that tool, what I would be without that tool. There's other tools, okay? There's other ways to please yourself. I mean, to please her or him, okay? I mean, to provide dental service, to service them, okay? There's just more than one way, okay? You don't have to climax every time, okay? And if the climax of your dental service, I'm not okay. I'm mixing up two different things in my head right now. Okay, being a dentist and sexuals. There's an oasis in the desert, and that's all I'm trying to say. Okay, and you don't always have to finish. Okay, think about what maybe you holding on to your seed every once in a while, and then see like where that can take you. Okay, so the dentist, the race to the Oasis race, 2016, on a horse with no name. Okay. See, be like a horse, be like a disciplined horse, okay? Let's get back on that horse and say, be like a disciplined horse, okay? You could be like a disciplined horse, and in that you're doing your work, you do as you're told, but also you're ready and have the autonomy to know when to change your thing. And sometimes, you're trying to, a horse is trained, but sometimes it is not going to go where you told it to go, and there is nothing you can do about it. You could be that way too. You could raise some good trouble, okay? Now, do you know what to do? You've done it all your life and all your day, but sometimes you don't want to do that thing anymore, and you say no, and you say NOW, now, no, now, now, no, okay, now it's no, and that's where you put your fist down on the desk and say, "Get me pictures of Spider-Man." Okay, so the oasis in the desert, the western epic, okay, people driven to their extremes, pushed to their limits, okay, by an unforgiving wilderness, okay? Okay? The indigenous populations, okay? The buffalo return, okay? Okay, they're there, okay? It's not that they're not there. Have you ever seen when they're there? No, you don't, because it's Hollywood erasure, okay? But there's indigenous cultures, okay? There's entire nations, cities, okay? There's entire nations and cities, okay? Don't pretend that it's wasted land or that, oh, we would have done. They weren't doing anything with. They were doing stuff with it, and even if they weren't doing stuff with it the way you think that stuff should be done, that's still stuff. It's still stuff. The great indigenous cities of the plains, okay? And I know I'm just talking about Mesoamerica. I'm talking about, well, I don't know what Mesoamerica means. I'm assuming it means down south. But like the Great Mounds, okay? Okay, don't double entendre Great Mounds. This is serious business. I'm talking about the indigenous nations of this country, of this world, of this turtle island. Because if you look back, it does look like a turtle. Okay, look up from way up. It is a turtle. Can you believe it? But there it is. Oasis, indigenous metropolis, coconuts. I took my dental schooling amongst the civilizations of old, the people that have been here for 20,000 years. It's not like they needed your dental techniques. No. That's right. See, this Western's just writing itself. Okay, now there's got to be an antagonist. An antagonist. Is it the opposite of me? Is it the complement of me? It is the synthesis of me, the antithesis of me, the thesis of me, or the periodontal of me. Okay, the perineum of my soul. Vital component, and yet often overlooked. Holding two spheres together, the mental and the physical, the anal and the genital. I'm being serious. So that's going to be my antagonist, and his name is McMurphy, I guess, because I just said it. Okay, and it's going to be a him. Will I have a great love? Maybe. Will I give up that great love for my love of dentistry? I should certainly hope not. My love of dentistry? Sometimes you just need to know something to get by. You need to have a skill, a trade, That doesn't mean that defines you, okay? You just need to know stuff so that you can, make some money and get some food. Okay, so the elements of this Great Western is indigenous metropolis, indigenous nations, secret ancient techniques of dental activity. What else is there? A lone village. Okay. I guess there's going to be a sheriff. Okay. I guess there's got to be a mayor or a town council. Okay. They're going to kick me off the condo board. Okay. So there's plenty of draw on. There's plenty to draw on. Robertson's Rules of Order. Okay. That's okay. I'm not going to go in. The book has more in the Robinson's Rules of Order than the movie's going to have. Okay, because the book is a different medium, and therefore can go into more depth, into more detail about stuff like that. Whereas the movie is a visual medium, and you're not going to visualize Robertson's Rules of Order in any compelling way. And if you do, then you're genial. You're congenial. Okay, so I guess there's a book too. The West. What if the buffalo all came back? Bam, they're here. That would really fuck shit up in the best way possible. As long as none of them got hurt on the highway. Okay, if the cars kind of smashed, and then the people survived all the accidents and stuff, and then then the buffaloes all were okay, then that would be great. Okay, maybe they're like etheric buffaloes. Okay, a great massive thing manifesting itself as a million buffalo. That sounds pretty rad, I have to admit. Okay, this Western's starting to take real shape. Still don't have my antagonist. I said it was McMurphy, but really, I guess I don't know. There has to be some kind of quest or a thing what do I want? Why do I need to be a dentist so bad? Because of acceptance? I don't know. I used to be a preacher, you see, preaching about an evil wizard. And then I was eaten by a dragon and crapped out here in the ancient West. They need the shape of my head to unlock the thing. Okay, see how there's like spikes on my head? You can see that. You can plainly see. That's my ear on the bottom, but the two spikes you can see. Well, there's adjacent, no. Conjoining, no. What's it called when it fits in you? What's it called when it fits in you perfectly? There's a thing with two holes and a curved edge, a concave edge and two holes that my horns, that my spikes fit into and will unlock the key when I turn my neck. Isn't that great? No, because then other people want me for their own purposes. And they don't really like me for me. I've got plenty to offer anybody. I'm curious, I'm kind. I offer some great companionship, okay? I'm an unselfish lover, mostly because I have trouble getting it up sometimes. So you have to make up for it. You know, well, now I just got embarrassed, but that's the way it is. So I got plenty to offer. So, but they don't see me for me. They just see me as a means to an end. And don't you see that the means is the end? The means is the end, so don't be mean. Don't be mean about the means because it's the end. The means is the end. Not the end. The end is not the end. I mean, the end is the end, but the means are the end. The means are the purpose. The end is the purpose, okay? Yikes. So, yeah. It's taken shape. We'll have to return to this subject of the ancient West. Dun 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 dun. The ancient West. I like it. Hey, Happy New Year, everyone.